Most marriages don't drift apart because of one huge failure. They drift through inconsistency. Not because love disappeared, but because pursuit became occasional instead of intentional. And over time, the small things that once built connection quietly stop happening. At first, it comes naturally. You text her, you notice her, laugh with her, and create moments together. But then life gets heavy. Work, kids, bills, pressure, and fatigue. And eventually, you stop pursuing consistently. Not intentionally, just gradually. Conversations get shorter, affection becomes routine, connection gets pushed behind responsibility. And before you realize it, the marriage starts feeling emotionally distant, even though you're still doing life together every day. Here's what most husbands miss. Strong marriages usually aren't built through huge moments. They're built through small habits repeated consistently over time. Because consistency creates emotional safety, and emotional safety creates closeness. Most wives don't primarily feel loved through occasional big gestures. They feel loved through steady intentionality. And honestly, it's usually the very small things that matter the most. Looking up when she's talking, putting the phone down, checking in emotionally, holding her hand, praying together, laughing together, or sending a thoughtful text during the day. Not because those things are huge, but because they communicate, you still matter to me. And over time, those small habits build trust, closeness, and connection in powerful ways. Because love feels strongest when it feels consistent. A healthy marriage usually isn't built through massive effort once in a while. It's built through intentional habits practiced daily. This is something I've had to grow into, because naturally, I tend to focus on responsibility, tasks, goals, pressure, what needs to get done. I'm a fixer. And when life gets busy, it's easy for pursuit to slowly become inconsistent. Not because you stopped caring, but because you stopped being intentional. And I've learned something important. My wife usually doesn't need perfection from me. She needs consistency from me. Consistent affection, consistent attention, and consistent presence. Honestly, some of the strongest seasons in marriage happen when simple habits become normal again. Talking more, laughing more, dating each other again. These aren't huge things, just faithful things done consistently. This week, don't focus on one big romantic gesture. Focus on one consistent habit. Maybe it's praying together before bed, hugging her when you walk in the door, putting your phone away during conversations, or checking in emotionally once a day. Start small, but start consistently. Next week, we close out season 4 by talking about something every marriage eventually faces: how to keep loving each other well through the changing seasons of life. Brother, strong marriages rarely happen accidentally. They're built intentionally, one habit at a time, one conversation at a time, and one moment of pursuit at a time. Because some of the strongest marriages aren't built through dramatic moments, but through faithful, daily pursuit over time. If this helped you, stand with this work by subscribing and sharing it with another husband who needs it. Forged in faith, bound by covenant, let's get to work.